Hello, adventurers. We're going to dive into how to care for your gear with Cape Union Mart, as Pierre with the gear shares essential maintenance secrets to keep your equipment in peak condition, ensuring your adventures remain safe and enjoyable. Just like nurturing ourselves, nurturing our gear is key to long-lasting, memorable adventures. A down-filled jacket should not be washed in a conventional way. Pierre is here to show us the correct technique for washing and drying your favorite down jacket. Pierre, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Melissa, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
When I invest in a garment, I really needed to go the distance with me. So when it does come to washing a down jacket, what is the right technique to use when washing it?
As you said, it's an investment and you need to protect your investment. So what I usually recommend to people is to keep it clean instead of washing it. I would use a concentrated stain remover, and I've even heard that dishwashing liquid works well for it. And then the little bag that comes with the jacket is also a nice little tool. So when it comes time for washing, close all your zippers and turn your jacket inside out.
Okay.
The down itself needs to be washed because the down loses its loft. It loses its puffiness when it starts getting dirty. And when you wash it and dry it properly, it re-lofts and traps body heat a lot more efficiently.
Perfect.
So a pro tip that I do recommend is try and squeeze the air out before you put it in the wash. And that's why I use the bag as well. So stuff it into the bag so that the down will get wet easier when it does come time for washing.
Yes.
So you'll just need a basin or a bathtub. You will use a down soap like the K-Way K-Wash or Storm Down Care Kit. Is the one. You do need to use down soap because conventional soaps will damage your down. And it doesn't rinse out as good as a down soap. So in a bathtub, you will agitate it carefully inside the bathtub so that it gets nice and wet, and then gently.
Oh, so not a rigorous,
it's not vigorous, and it's not squeezing, and it's not doing anything that could damage your jacket.
Okay.
So the important thing, once you've washed it, you need to rinse it thoroughly. I would rinse it 4 to 5 times afterward until that water runs clear. After every rinse, you squeeze gently to squeeze the excess water out. And once you know that all of the soap is out, it's time for the drying process.
Yes, and now when it comes to drying, I know for myself, I've really struggled to be able to dry my puffer jacket without that clumping.
Yes.
So number one, how is the best way to dry it? And secondly, how do we make sure that it's dry completely, fully within even the down?
I've actually brought some down with. And I need to work carefully with it because if I let it free in your studio, it will float everywhere.
Yeah, I can already tell.
But here's the magic show. So down is not a feather, down is a plume. And what you can see here is a handful of down plumes. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put it into the water, and you see my hand is submerged. And when I lift it out, you see the down is still dry.
Oh, yes,
the reason for this is because ducks and geese have natural oils in their feathers which help them float. Well, this is the underplumage of the duck and goose. So when it does get wet,
it doesn't
the down
wet
completely clumps up like that.
Yes.
And that's when your down becomes useless because it cannot trap body heat. And what we need to do after the washing process is to stop that down from clumping up like that and fluffing completely. So there's 2 techniques that we have. Again, one is the manual, where we will lie it flat out of direct sunlight in a well-ventilated room. And every 2 to 3 hours, you fluff up your down again.
Ah, get it.
So it does take about a day and a half to properly dry in this method, but it is really the safest way to do it, but it takes some effort because you need to
be attentive as well.
Fluff, turn around, let it dry for another 2 hours, come back, fluff, dry, and then, yes, it takes some time, but it really is worth it.
And the second method?
The second method is in a tumble dryer.
Yeah.
At a very low heat. And then the down care kit comes with these 2 fluffy balls. 2 clean tennis balls does the same job as well. So put these balls with the garment into the tumble dryer at a very low heat, and then you let it tumble.
Thank you so much for ensuring that our investment in our equipment lasts longer. Thank you.
Right.
Protect your investment. A clean, fluffy and puffy jacket will trap body heat better, make your jacket last longer and keep you protected for many years to come. Nurture yourself and your gear to stay connected by adventure with Cape Union Mart. Browse online at capeunionmart.co.za or step in store.